For free information on how you can sell your house fast and for top dollar, please visit our website at newgenerationrealestate.com. In this video, we're going to go over a few techniques to determine how to price your home when selling in today's market. Now, I'd like to start by sharing a few things so we're all on the same page when determining price on homes. And one of that is to get the difference between what an appraisal is, a broker's price opinion, and what actually fair market value means. Now, we're also going to touch a little bit on how trends change and what you must be aware of if you're planning on selling in today's market. And last, I'm going to go over the information that you need to have in order to determine the selling price of your home and what kind of advice you need to avoid if you want to avoid making some costly mistakes. Now, contrary to popular belief, appraisals are not something that determine a value of the house. An appraisal is simply an opinion. A broker's price opinion is the same thing. We're using comparable sales. Now, appraisers may do some other things that are different from brokers and real estate agents when doing a BPO or a broker's price opinion. They're both opinions, and neither one determines actual market value. What determines market value is what are buyers willing to pay for a home, and if sellers are willing to accept that, then that is what market value is. Now, like I said, appraisers and brokers' price opinion, they both use the comparison sales approach, and one of the disadvantages about that is that you don't always know what the condition of the property is. You don't know what upgrades the house had or what were the reasons why the seller sold. So if it was maybe a distress sale or a hardship sale and it lowered the price, well, you want to look for that, and that information is not always available. And because of all those variables, getting the correct price on your home is more of an art and not a science. So I'm going to talk about all the different things that you have to do that are as close to being a science, and then I'm going to talk about what are the other variables that make prices fluctuate. Now, just a quick tip, and this is what separates some of the pros or the experience with the beginners, is that when looking at pricing a home, you want to look at the big picture and start looking beyond the obvious. Start taking into consideration the best use of the property. You're just selling the house, perhaps you're in an area where this property could be a really good rental with really good cash flow, and you can sell the house based on that. Perhaps it is in a zoning that allows for commercial activity, maybe run a daycare out of it. So you want to start looking at things that will add value to the house, and it's beyond the obvious of what homes have sold for and that kind of thing. Now, the tools that you need to make this, to be able to do this correctly, is you need comparable listings, and you want them from the MLS. You don't want them from any other website. There are a lot of websites that can give you a really good idea, but they're not accurate, and I will not rely on them. But you do want these listings to come from the MLS. That's where the majority of homes are sold from. Real estate agents sell about 90% of the homes on the market, so they have the most exact data that you want to use. Banks use them, appraisers use the MLS. So definitely get listings from MLS. You want to get listings that are up for sale, pending, meaning homes under contract, and you want to get homes that are recently sold. Recently can be 1, 2, or 3 months, or depending on how stable the market is, you may go up to 6 months, but it depends on the market. And with that, you need to know what the market is doing to figure out how far you want to go. You want to know what the latest trend is and what the market is doing. And then you want to start taking, your personal situation to determine the timing and how aggressive you're going to be at pricing your home. And also, if you're going to be doing any fix-ups, perhaps just cosmetic repairs, something small that can actually add value to your home when you sell it. You want to know what you're going to be able to do, what to do and what not to do, and based on that, you start putting all these pieces together and come up with a good price. So to get the listings, you can go to myhomesold4.com, and in there what you'll get is a list of all the current homes that are up for sale, all the homes that are pending and all the homes that are that have sold recently. And what you want to find out with this information is, with the homes that have sold recently, is this is basically about the best indicator that tells you what buyers are paying for homes and what are sellers willing to accept for these homes. Now, when it comes to looking at pending and active, what this is telling you is, okay, if your pending homes and active are actually below what homes have actually sold for just recently, then what that means is that you are in a declining market, and you want to take that into consideration, because you don't want to chase the market if it keeps on declining. So you want to make sure that you're always one step ahead. Now, if the homes are actually above what they've recently sold, then you may be in a more stable market, or perhaps a market that's going up in value. Now, you